Flash flooding, heavy rain and severe thunderstorms lashing parts of Australia's east coast, and emergency services are expecting conditions to worsen. 5 states are being affected, from Queensland to Victoria. Flood warnings are in place for several areas in New South Wales, including the Northern Inland and Upper Hunter region, where more than 100 millimetres of rain has been recorded. Forecasters are predicting the Namoi River and Upper Macintrye River will swell. The regional city of Dubbo has recorded 40.2 millimetres of rain in just 30 minutes. The SES has already received more than 250 calls for help, but expect that number to rise throughout the day. Authorities are asking residents to avoid driving through floodwaters and ensure they have a plan in place if they live in flood-prone areas.
SES units across the state are at a heightened level of readiness, and one of those key safety messages is to stay out of floodwaters. Don't drive through floodwaters. A lot of roads will be cut off and covered with floodwater in the coming days. Avoid the temptation. Don't put yourselves, your families, and also emergency service responders' lives at risk by unnecessarily driving through those floodwaters.
Meanwhile, in Victoria, the heaviest rainfall is expected in Gippsland and the Alpine regions. A flood warning has been issued for the Yarra River heading into Melbourne. Thunderstorms expected for parts of Queensland today, and major flooding is predicted for the Darling Downs and the Granite Belt areas. Damaging to destructive winds will lash the Sunshine State as well as New South Wales as the low pressure system moves east from South Australia.
Roads cut off and rivers rising as a week of record-breaking rain lashes parts of the country. An intense rain and storm event has brought heavy falls from the outback all the way to the east coast. Over 190 millimetres of rain has fallen in Alice Springs, leaving a normally dry Todd River now flowing fast. In South Australia, the outback town of Coopapedy picked up 32 millimetres of rain, enough to send water flowing down streets and staircases and even covering cars in mud. Strong winds accompanied the heavy rain, bringing down trees and leaving many across the state without power, forcing some businesses to close.
Yeah, people were really upset. They were standing outside, not sure what was going on.
There's a sign to say that the store's closed because there's no power.
In the far southwest of New South Wales, water is flowing for the first time in years near Windamingle, a welcome sight for locals. In Queensland, many are rejoicing as dams fill across drought-affected parts of the state. A stark contrast for Stanthorpe. Just a year ago, the town was running out of water.
Wake up 5 o'clock and I thought, oh, I'm at the ocean. It's beautiful after the drought.
Christy Lloyd, Sky News.